Ignite is an ongoing series of speedy presentations. Each speaker gets only 5 minutes and 20 slides that auto-advance every 15 seconds.
Chemical engineer, not from the IIT, student, and as we all know him, teacher. Santosh is going to talk about why he teaches.
It's been well received by the audience and I've enjoyed doing it. The question is, why do I teach? What are the motivations? Isn't resume spike? Imagine I put in my resume, term 2 marketing management, term 3 managerial accounting, term 4 strategic analysis. That, a professor applied and they will probably reject me for that. Second reason, could it be popularity? I've been nothing but short of a nerd, serious, gissu, non-partying type, geek. In fact, the artists tried to give me a makeover, putting a photo of me, with all goggles and stuff. And when that went on Facebook, somebody commented, Santosh Mohanram, ha ha ha. That's not the motivation to teach. In fact, I'm thinking of rechristening and remodeling my beer to be a session as probably beer to be a session with some beer and gossip. Could it be money? Now it's too early. I'm not yet monetizing my creativity as media. The other one is class of 2012 alums kids are trying double. I'm going to charge them. So it's going to be much in the future when I start teaching, not now. Could it be, on the loving affection from you guys? Yes, 20% of it is the motivation from that. But then that kicked in much later. That kicked in after I started to teach. So what is the motivation for teaching? So before I talk about that, let me talk about how I actually do a peer-to-peer session. So all textbooks, interestingly, I've told you this before, have an online summary. So I pick up this online summary, legal and free to download. I pick this up. And then but it needs a rework because it has to be aligned to the course content. And then you have the slides plus the textbook and a lot of the classroom content. So I gel all of this together for a good info on the topic. This typically takes about 4 hours, 2 hours each. In step 3 and 4, what I essentially do is structuring the content. So I go through the content, the entire PPT at least twice, so that I'm sure of what I'm talking, and then because I need to deliver it to you guys. And then I mull over how do I convey the essence, how do I structure my presentation in order that all of you understand. So what is the motivation? Now, Mark Van Doren is a poet. He summed it up very beautifully in a statement that encapsulates my emotion. The art of teaching is the art of assisting discovery. I'm not talking about imparting knowledge, I'm going to tell you some stuff, assisting discovery. I wrote this a couple of weeks back. The exaltation for me, this is serious, don't laugh. The exaltation for me lies in the moment when the furrowed eyebrows relax, when there's a slight nod of the head, and there's a subtle glint of understanding that respects the eye. I do it because I love it, and the entire motivation to teach resides in this. Confessions. I was damn scary. It was really scary the first 2 times at least to teach. I mean, it was, you have a bunch of the best brains in the country, and not to mention, not to forget, I'm a non-IIT, and you have the IITs. This was the SIT session that I did. It was damn scary. Look at the number of people, and people were seated 20 minutes before I entered. I was very nervous to be very honest. That's confession from my end. It was not easy to do it. The second confession, the people who sleep in my team. In fact, the first people I was worried that probably I'm not teaching well. And then later I realized, no, they continued sleeping in my next PPT as well. And in fact, I think I'm going to recommend to the yearbook committee, I release the list at the end of the year as to who slept in my PPT. Really easy for the prof to notice it, so lest all you guys think that you're carefully ensconced in the field, the professors know it. Be careful. Alright, confession 3, I did not get an A in any of the subjects. What are the takeaways for me from teaching? Do what you love no matter what, forget the grades, forget it. I love teaching and I do it, that's all. You might even whether I get a good grade or not, and spend time over 10 hours doing it because I love it. mechanism is knowing the difference between an inconvenience and a problem. If you break your neck, if you have nothing to eat, if your house is on fire, then you have a problem. Everything else is an inconvenience. So